My name is Revati and I am responsible for collecting the data.
I am responsible for direct video.
Hi, I'm Aina, responsible in editing video.
The topic given to us is measuring time. The problem we face here is time is measured in two ways. One is the old version and another is the new. In the old version, time is measured using sand clock, candle and also water clock. In the new version, time is measured using watch and also the clock which is installed in the new gadgets. So, here we are analyzing it wholly and giving a worthy comparison.
The water clock is measured time by the flow of liquid into or out from a vessel. Where the amount is measured, they are likely to be one of the oldest time measuring instruments. Sand clocks is the instrument for measuring time, consisting of two glass chambers that connected by a narrow neck and containing the quantity of sand. Candle clock is a thin candle which consistently spaced markings that when burned it indicate the period of time. The period of the simple pendulum oscillations does not depend on the mass of the load. The period of the simple pendulum oscillation increases as the length of the pendulum increases.
Navigation. Why was the development of clocks motivated by navigation? Navigation is a field of study that focuses on the process of monitoring and controlling besides the determination of position and direction. The basic concept to determine navigation is by using latitude and longitude. It is used to determine time. Before the development of clocks, they use stars to determine the direction to north, south and so forth. Others, they also use compact chronometer that looks like a compass and it was created by John Harrison. So this is how the compact chronometer looks like. So a little creation goes a long way.
The escapement is shown moving through two complete beats. Each wings 280 degrees counterclockwise, means one beat, and 280 degrees clockwise, second beat. Clock follow the principle of relative speed. There are two hands, which is hour hands and minute hands. Hour hands move 1/2 degree per minute, whereas minute hand move 6 degree per minute.
I'm here to talk about the variation of time in the Earth's surface. So variation of time is basically known as time zone. Time zone is whereby it is 24 regions loosely divided and the standard time is kept. So the time zone is basically known by determining a country and the state borders position. So here's some example. For example, in Malaysia, it is 1 p.m. However, in Australia, Canberra, it is 3:23 p.m. In Washington DC, it is 12:56 a.m. Even though in Australia, Canberra, it may be 3:23 p.m., but then in certain states in Australia itself, the time differs. For example, in Kingston, it is 4:53 p.m. and in Perth, it is 1:23 p.m. The problem of time arose in the 19th century, whereby the time was measured by observing the sun and stars. A need for a universal time arose. So, in 1884, the Greenwich timing system was adopted, whereby it is now well known as UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. In order to determine the time in a certain place, we just have to know the longitude of the place and also the universal coordinate time. For example, here it is given 150 degrees west. We must bear in mind that if it is west, it is backwards, and if it's east, it is forward. So, the 150 degrees we divide it by 15 degrees, That is the difference between the 24 regions, as I mentioned before this. And once we divide it, we will be getting 10 hours. So the time at that place is the universal coordinate time, that is now it is 5:15 am. We minus with 10 hours since it's west. If it was east, we must be plusing 10 hours. And with that, we will be obtaining the time in that certain place.
In conclusion, time is governed by the current environment, whereby those days the classical way is preferred since workload is less. However, due to the hectic life that all of us are going through, we would much more prefer the latest version since there is immediate access for time.